Hi everyone, welcome back to Notion Press at the New Delhi World Book Fair 2025. I'm here with author Lokesh, author of Sehar Sukhan. So sir, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, I think poetry is in the blood. My grandfather, he was a very famous Urdu poet back in his times. I'm talking about 60s and 70s and 80s at that point of time. So he had initially penned down a collection of ghazals and nazms for himself in Urdu.
Right.
So what now me and my mother have done is we have translated his works into Hindi to ensure that the younger generation, gets to read his ghazals and nazms and his shairi. So this book is basically just a collection of, it's the legacy of three generations
Exactly.
of three generations of poets coming together. Yeah. So this book mostly has his ghazals and nazms. Then it has quite a few Hindi poems that have been penned down by me and some shairi.
So poetry is something that's in your blood, right?
Definitely.
Right.
Been doing that since ages.
Exactly. And for the younger generation these days, like how important do you think art forms like poetry is for them to explore? And do you think it's a dying art form in any way?
It is definitely a dying art form because I was lucky enough to be born in a family where poetry was considered an important art form, and it was encouraged. But with so much distractions these days, I don't think that art form in itself is decreasing. People moving towards art form, especially poetry, and that to Hindi poetry. I think it's a lost art form. That was the idea, to probably, even if 100 more people start reading Hindi poetry because of this book, I think
it's a noble cause.
You're
reviving this.
We're trying.
Right, that's what. What is one important thing you think they would gain after reading this book?
An understanding of a very different writing style. So these have not been published before. So it's a very new perspective of looking at things, looking at love, looking at lost love. So I think it's a very new perspective that people will gain, and I'm sure whoever picks up the book will enjoy it for sure.
Wow, wonderful. So that's Sehar Sukhan by author Lokesh. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you.